Alright guys, Sage here. So I'm making this video for Mikey's L54 tournament. It's the final. Myself, Sage254 against Alex or Drazu. So this is the first tournament for me and my first go at L54. So really pleased I've managed to get to the final. Wasn't expecting that. Gone really well so far. But expecting a very tough fight in the final against Drazu, who got 22 points in the first round to be seeded first. Yeah, crazy amount of points there. A few thanks from me first of all. I think it's Laney. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but yeah, he helped me right from the start. Guidance, practice, and Burrin or Boss Gdon since then has given me all the practice constantly all through the tournament. So going quickly just to my set, I've stuck pretty much the same thing all the way through. You'll see the first 4 in my set have been there the whole time, and then rotated a bit with constants and the daggers. I think against Alex I had this exact same set, except I had Wraith Scroll instead of Fiery Battle Duck to go with the dual M ducks. That's sort of just as an extra option. I imagine he'll set up mostly against the M ducks for me, because obviously he's played me before, but I just thought he wouldn't be expecting the Fiery, and it might be something I could just throw in at some point that he wouldn't be expecting. Yeah, pretty happy with my set and ready to get this fight going. So I'll pause it here and we'll start it back up again once Alex is online and ready to fight. Okay, and we're back. So Alex has just got online and now we're about to start the battle. So let's do this thing. Now I know you're all thinking, as Alex often says in his videos, I should just be ready with my first move. Had a lot of time to think about it before coming in. I've sort of been second guessing myself because this is essentially the second of a set, because we battled in the first round, so he's seen my first move before. Will he be expecting me to change it or not? But I've essentially decided to stick with what's seen me through to the final. Dual M ducks and positive thinking. Let's see how that goes. Sending move. Okay, so Alex has used Halitosis as his ability, okay. And he's got daggers and scimitar. Right, so he had me up by 1 there from the Halitosis, taking it from what would have been 17-16 on weapons to 18-17, and then positive thinking puts me 2 ahead at this stage. So I know that he's going to have Earth next turn from Halitosis, so I like to block icons when I know they're going to be there. So Silver Corbat Amulet comes in, which blocks them light 2 and deals 3 fire and 3 dark. I'd quite often pair that with a with my Wraith Scroll, which I took out earlier. So instead, I'm thinking he might go to his dual daggers. I know he likes that from as a defense to the dual M ducks, and as he's battled me before, he's seen that I do repeat moves sometimes. So I'm gonna go for. I think I'll go daggers alongside it and then shade. Okay, that went horribly, and he's meditated. Shade hit nothing, but it's not going to. The Wraith Scroll, Twisted Dark Daggers. 24, he can't kill me at least, and no Halitosis. 30, I'm going to want to get him down a bit. So, maybe time to bring out the. I'm thinking he might be expecting the Maractites at this stage. But I think no, I'm just going to stick with them anyway. Don't try and overthink it, just get the icons out there. And we'll hope that he doesn't get the double meditate, which is never what you want. 6 points down after 2 moves. I'll make that 7 points after that. He did predict it. And he's halitosis. So 6 points I'm going to have to heal up. Will he still... he might not heal. So I think if I put the fiery battle duck out... In fact, no, he's going to know I'm using static cling. So don't use any extra light than I need to. I think I'll put other daggers alongside that. Yeah. Yeah. So 7 points behind. It's not where you want to be, let's be honest. Especially against a battler like Alex. I mean, I've only battled him once before myself, but I know from just looking back at the L54 pet page that this is someone that's a strong contender, that's for sure. He's taking his time here. So I haven't got the luxury of pausing it really. It'd have to be stopping and starting because of the way I'm recording this. So I'm hoping I don't have to pause it. Might give it a quick refresh. It has been a bit of a problem lately while I've been battling. Yeah, there we go. 40. Oh, bloody hell. This is a massacre. Right, he's going to have to heal up now. And he's going to have to use his dusty magic broom, surely. Because that's going to take out the most. So I'm going to have to just dual Maractite. I mean, he's going to know it, but it's still going to do more than anything else. In fact, you know what? I'm going to... Still being fairly new to the dome. I can't really remember everything off the top of my head, so let's see what Dusty Magic Broom does as attack. Alright, Air and Earth, that's what I'm expecting he's going to use. Which means the only thing I've got blocking Earth, Silver Corvat Amulet. And do I want to use that? I mean, it's sacrificing some... Oh, I suppose he might halitosis, seeing as he's out of this term. Think this through. Yeah, no, I'm sticking with this. Let's just try and force through it. Okay, so it's back to just 7 points. He used the Dusty Magic Broom, as I thought. And he's probably just going to try and coast through this now. DMB, and that when I don't want him to get me to 23 or under this round, so I need to go a bit more defensive to try and get this a bit more level. So it might be time to bring... What did we decide Broom did? Earth and Air. Yeah, I think it's time for Amulet, Pendant, Cling. And hope that keeps me over maybe 22 or 23. 25, yes. So, predicted that pretty well. Only won by 1, but that's all I need to at least try and force a draw. Which he's again probably going to expect, so... Which knows, I've got Shade now. He's going to... If he's got my... If he knows I've got Shade, will he be remembering that? I don't know. No, I think at this point, I'm thinking the best option is trying to force a draw, even if it means being predictable. And best way for that is, Unless I think he's going to use dual daggers, which I do, but I can't risk it. I need to just try and force a draw. 6 behind at this stage, I think. So, yeah, shade it. Shade it, shade it. Waiting on ferocity. I'm thinking if I get the draw here and go on to a next battle, then I'm going to bring the Wraith Scroll in, because he's using Dusty Magic Broom against my Static Cling. That would wipe out the light there as well. I should have really considered that, but because he knew I was a Static Cling user. But what can you do? Right, let's try and refresh here in case it's that's taking its time. Unless he's going to have Meditate next turn, so I need my turn laid out so that he can't get the 4 HP, because that's what's going to happen. I think. Damn it, I didn't get... And he's won anyway. Sophie's Wooden Spoon, he pulled that out of nowhere. Been hiding that all game. Fucking hell, Sophie's Wooden Spoon. Of all the weapons in League 54, beaten by a Sophie's Wooden Spoon, of all things. Well, he's played well to get him Meditate there. Quick off the mark, and yeah, even had me refreshing the page while he was taking his time. But what even happened in that previous turn? I went so quickly trying to get the first move. It was 31-25, and then down to 14-10, and then 5-0. So, well, 5-0, so 5 HP left. He's won regardless of the Meditate. He's won from the Sophie's Wooden Spoon. I think, yeah, looking back on that, I rushed it too much, thinking that the result was only on the Meditate, and that was going to be a draw if I managed to stop him. But if he's playing for that, purposefully taking his time and then going fast on the next move, especially with the lag on near at the moment, then there's nothing I can do there. I shouldn't be trying to stop the Meditate. So he had Spoon and Daggers there, so that's only blocking water and 2 air. So I suppose I could have won that if I'd gone Fiery Battle Duck and Silver Corbat Amulet, but realistically I was never going to do that. So yeah, nothing there. But oh well, second place out of 15, that's not bad for a first try. Well done to Alex. Leaving the Spoon right to the end was a great tactic, let's be honest, because he could have been shutting down my M-Ducks far earlier than that, but he drew me into thinking I could get the draw and then whopped it out. So that's, yeah, quality play there, to be honest. He's played my set there, not just having a generic set, so deserved winner, undefeated all tournament. Well done him. So I think, speaking of Alex, he's done a recording of this too, so once that's up on YouTube too, his point of view, that'll be link in description. From me on this channel, I'll be doing some videos of other battles too. There's a TPL tournament on the 20th of November, so I'll get some up for that as well. And any of you watching this who haven't got a TPL pet yet, because it doesn't seem to be many of us, we've got enough for a tournament, but not a lot for casual fights, then I'll put the TPL page in the description as well. Go and get one, because it's the easiest and quickest league to get into and to get started going. So that's all for me. Cheers for watching, and yeah, second place, not bad.